All right, so competition websites, Fan Duel, DraftKings. Who doesn't love those websites? As you know, with those websites, your goal is to get the best starting lineup without having to spend all the free agent money that you have at your disposal, which I believe currently is still $50,000 per roster. So you need $50,000. Receive $50,000, and you have to put forward the best players you can find with that money. How do you find the cheap sleepers? In here, competition stats. Let's start with quarterbacks. Now, this takes a little bit of digging, and if you're going to use such sites as FanDuel or DraftKings, and you're going to put forward your money to try to make money, you want to do some research. You want to dig deep. It's not as black and white as it is this program with using, like, say, a traditional fantasy football team. Here, you want to dig a little bit deeper. So, for me, I always start building my lineup with the cheapest quarterback that I can find, and then I build around him with the highest paid players that I can get under $50,000 total. So here, what I usually do is in the quarterback column, I want to look for the quarterback that has the toughest game. I want to look for the most consistent green. Um, I want I want the lowest quarterback I can get. That still gives me an opportunity to win or to build around him in the competition sites. So here, I would have scrolled all the way down, and as a matter of fact, I did use Blaine Gabbert this week in one of the starting lineups. I used Blaine Gabbert, and we'll go check the stats afterwards here, but Blaine Gabbert, I forget who they were playing, but it was a tough matchup, which means they were going to play from behind, as the Niners did most of the year. They played from behind quite a bit, but he's playing from behind here, and again, you want to find the cheap sleepers. So they're by no stretch of the imagination are these guaranteed, but these are where you look for your cheap sleepers. So down here, let's start with the Blaine Gabbert. You can see he's averaging 63%, completing 63% of his throws. Throws a touchdown every 26 times he drops back, and a pick every 40 times, which is very decent. So we start Blaine Gabbert here, and let's go check his stats. Blaine Gabbert, quarterback. Blaine Gabbert, interestingly enough, week 17 results. You can see Blaine Gabbert absolutely lit it up. He ranked number 11 of all quarterbacks in the league, 28 of 44, 354, one pick, one INT, and he rushed. So he gave you 22 points at probably a premium in the competition websites. Let's go take a look at another one. Jameis Winston. And again, Jameis Winston. He would have came at a premium, 57% completion, touchdown every 22 times, which is decent, and a pick every 37 times, which it's getting down there a little bit. But again, the secret is to find quarterbacks at a premium. So let's go see what Jameis Winston did. I may or may not have chose him here, as well as the Derek Carr, Philip Rivers. However, Philip Rivers might have been higher, but let's go look at Jameis Winston. That's what he did. Jameis Winston ranked 8th that week. Played from behind, 29 of 47, 325. Scored 23.7 points in standard leagues. So you can see this tool is very effective. Let's pull one more here. Let's go look at Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor. Now here you go. Tough matchup and 3 consecutive green. So again, cheapest player at a premium. Playing at tough teams, which means he's probably going to be throwing a lot. And Tyrod Taylor, let's face it, that guy's got potential. But let's just see how he did in Week 17. So Tyrod Taylor, Week 17. Tyrod Taylor, top 15th player. he would have scored you 20 points. So as you can see, this program will indeed help you find cheap sleepers. Let's do one more. Although Kirk Cousins, I don't believe, would have come very cheap. He might have been a little bit lower than the rest, but he's top 15 ranked quarterback. But let's see what he did. Kirk Cousins, week 16, as he's red with 3 consecutive greens in these columns. Whoops. Excuse me there. And Kirk Cousins, 14th, 20.8 points. You can see, very effective. Let's exit out of there. And again, you always want to find at least one cheap player here in the wide receiver column. So again, you want to dig a little bit. You want to see who the number 1 receiving option is per team, and maybe go try to find the number 2. Where is he ranked? Well, this particular week, I chose Terrence Williams. You can see he's the number 33 overall ranked wide receiver, and he would have come at a premium this week. So if we look here, Terrence Williams is averaging roughly about 4 catches per game, 16 yards per catch. So let's go see Terrence Williams. Now, the exact opposite of the quarterback stats. If you see any red over here, you want to think twice about starting them, because they are playing either a tough defense or a tough individual. And this particular week is a challenge for them. So you want to find the easiest matchups here. Terrence Williams. We'll go check his stats here. Terrence Williams, ranked number 8, 17.3 points. He would have lit it up for you, and probably at a premium. So him together with Tyrod Taylor, Jameis Winston, you're off to a good start in these fantasy competition sites. Let's go look real quick. I'm going to try to keep this video as short as I can, but I think you're getting the premise. All positions except for quarterback, you want to look for light green or green here and go as deep down as you can. Dig into these stats. You can export this to Excel to help it make it easier for you to read it, or compile it, sort it, however you need to move the data. And we'll go out. We'll do one more here. Let's go back to running backs. Another option may have been, let's see that last week, Alfred Blue. Let's check Alfred Blue. He's got an easy matchup. He's averaging 12 carries, 13 carries a game at this point. Nearly 4 yards per carry. An easy matchup. I think you might have gotten him at a pretty good premium. But we'll go look Alfred Blue and how he did week 17. Alfred Blue, top 18th ranked, 10 points. For me, that's good. I want a minimum 10 points out of my running backs. If you can get 10 points consistently week in and week out, you've got a damn good running back. So with Alfred Blue, Terrence Williams, Jameis Winston, or Tyrod Taylor, you've got some good points at a premium here. So again, like I said, if you're going to use sites like Fan Duel or DraftKings, you want to do a little bit of research, but at a quick glance, you can see here, you can dig down and you can get pretty into the stats, pretty deep into the stats with just one click of the mouse without having to go to 50 different websites. This is a good building block or a good foundation for you to use moving forward. But you can at least start here to build your rosters in those competition websites. And that pretty much sums it up for this segment. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to use the contact us on the website. Once we put it up, we will get back to you as quickly as we can. Good luck, and that is it for now. Talk to you later.